guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of hashtag Dulhe Ki Behan. I am really hoping that you have enjoyed the previous episodes. Now for this one, this is for all my subscribers, for all my friends, for all my relatives who always tell me I cannot do eye makeup. I get that a lot. I cannot even explain how many times I have gotten that comment from you guys, from my friends, that I mean, how did you do this look? I cannot even imagine doing it on myself or by myself. And honestly, you guys, it's not that difficult. Once you get a hang of creating a simple eye look, you can take your simple eye look to a smoky look, from smoky look to a sparkly look, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to teach you step by step how to create a very beginner level smoky look, and that I'm going to call it as level 1 makeup beginner look. Then we will go from level 1 to level 2 makeup look by just adding a few steps here and there, and then we are going to make it evening appropriate and just wedding and festive appropriate by adding more glam to it, and that will be the level 3. So I really hope you guys enjoy it. I don't want you to say that ever, that I cannot do eye makeup like this. Please don't say that. You know, it really makes me sad because there are so many makeup channels, and even then, if you guys are not able to learn anything, then what's the point, you know? Like, what's even the point of makeup tutorials? So I'm hoping that this video helps you out. But anyways, so that's all. It was a very long intro, but this is the easiest tutorial I could possibly make, and I'm really hoping that this helps you out. So now let's get started. So regardless of which level of makeup person you are, the first thing you always want to do is prime or prep your eyes. You could use an eyelid primer, you could use a concealer like I am using. My personal favorite way of blending it out is using a brush. It just diffuses the concealer very nicely, and you don't have the concealer sitting really heavily on any portion of your eye, and hence your eye makeup does not end up looking patchy. But of course you can use your fingers as well. You don't really have to rely on anything, any brushes, any makeup tool for this particular step. Now that the eye is primed, I quickly want to also show you the makeup brushes that I'll be using for this particular tutorial. So I picked up this brush kit from DuCare, from Flipkart actually, for I think $4.99 if I'm not wrong, and it has a lot of face brushes, a lot of new eye brushes. So I'll make sure to link this product in the description box below. I actually used this brush, no, hold on, not that brush. I used a brush, okay, yeah, here's the brush. I used this brush from the kit for my foundation today, and it's quite nice. So I'll of course give you a review of how these brushes are performing as well. Alright, so let's get started. So this tutorial is going to be a lot different than any other tutorial that you have watched. Okay, so I'm considering that you are at level 1. You are like my sister, who can do her base makeup. Like, she can manage to do her base makeup quite effectively, but she runs away from eye makeup. All she does with eye makeup is just use a kajal, do a little bit of flick, and if I ask her to, then she smudges the kajal out, and that's all that she does. Another thing that she has learned recently is to use like eyeshadow pencils or eyeshadow glitters and those kind of stuff, so it's easier for her. So I'm considering that you are on that level as well. You don't want to deal with a lot of eyeshadows, blending, crease color, deepening the crease and all of that. So the first thing that you can do is use a kajal, and you can line your lash line and also flick the kajal up and start to blend it out. So let's start doing that. So once you have drawn a line here, you can't leave it here. Okay, I've seen so many people just doing this much or maybe this much and leaving it here. Nope, you can't. You have to connect this line quite nicely. Okay, keep in mind it might look harsh right now, but we will be blending it all out, so then it's going to look a lot nicer. Now your next step has to be taking a pencil brush or an angled brush like this. Okay, it's your wish. I personally like to take angled brush when I'm trying to smudge my liner like this. And then you want to decide your color of choice when it comes to blending this eyeliner. So you could totally go with black if it's a nighttime event. If you don't want to go with black, if you want a very soft look, Then you could also go with a color like this or a color like this. So what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm going to, you know, pick up these two colors. In fact, you can always mix two colors, you guys. Never ever feel intimidated by mixing colors. That's when you will start to see real difference, and that's when your makeup, or more so eye makeup, will pop out. And then all you want to do is just slightly, wherever you have placed the liner, you just want to blend it out. You see that, like, this line here was so harsh, it wasn't even, and now it looks really nice and clean. If you want, you can pull your skin taut like this and then blend it out. Now let's say you want to make it a little bit more smoky. Now what you can do is you can actually pick up a pencil brush like this one. Okay, so this is a pencil brush right here, and you can pick up again your color of choice. So at this stage you want to pick up a color which is not as dark as your liner color, and also not very light that when you smudge it out nothing is going to be visible. It has to be a right in between. It shouldn't be too light, nor should it be this dark, okay, because you have to create a effect of just like smoke, right? That's why it's called as a smoky eye or a smoky liner or whatever. So it has to go from looking very dark to a little dark and then lighter and lighter. I hope that makes sense. So my color of choice right now would be this one right here, and also you can mix a little bit of burgundy color right here. It all depends on you and the outfit you're wearing. And also I'm going to fix this color. I know, again, please don't be intimidated. If you have only one dark color, just go with that, because this palette has many options. I'm just choosing that. Now what you want to do is, so again, you can pull your skin taut like that and just start to very lightly take this color on the liner. It's very simple, you guys. I'm doing nothing extraordinary here. All I'm doing is I'm just diffusing the liner here. Now once you have done that, now you want to start to focus on your lid shade. So you can go with any palette of your choice. The one right now I have in hand is the Huda Beauty Nude Medium, I always forget the shade or the name of the product, Medium Nude Obsession palette. So again, pick up any of your favorite lid shade or the shade that you think will match nicely with your outfit. So I think with my outfit, I could actually pick up this one or this one, any of the two, or you could again mix. Now how you want to do that is with a flat shader brush. So generally flat shader brush looks something like this, but this is quite dirty, and this kit does not have a flat shader brush, so I'm going to use this brush instead. This is not exactly a flat shader brush, but it has a flat design to it, a flat end to it, and you will be precise. Like, you can be precise with placing the lid color, and also you can pat the lid color. Yeah, all you want to do now is just place it on the moving lid. So what is a moving lid? So hear me out, do this thing for me. Just close your eye and just feel your lid. You can understand where your lid ends, and so this is basically your crease, right? This whole section is your crease, and this is your moving lid, right? So that is where you want to place your lid color. Very simple. And can you guys see, if I were to place the color with a brush like this, I wouldn't get the same pigmentation that I'm getting right now. So you can also use your fingers, by the way. That is also one of the best application for your lid color, but I like to use a brush first so that I can be precise and I don't pass my lid, and I don't by mistake apply it on my crease. And as you can see, with the tapered end of the brush, I'm actually able to carve out the color. So once you have placed the color on the lid, Now is when you know that this does not look complete. Why does it not look complete? Because we have not worked on applying any color on the crease. So right now it looks like you have done only 2 steps, right? It does not look smoky whatsoever. I mean, yes, it does look a little smoky because of the blending here, but overall the eye look does not look smoky. So now this is when the crease color comes into picture, and that's why people focus so much on crease color. So for your crease, you want to use brushes like this one, right? So these are quite fluffy but also tapered, so when you apply your crease color, it's not going to go all the way up here. You want something like this. I'm happy that this brush kit actually comes with these 2 brushes. So I'm first going to use this one. Okay, now let's talk about the crease color, right? The transition color, people call it with so many different names. So now this color has to be lighter, a lot lighter actually, than any of the color that you have placed, okay? So that it looks like you have started from nothing over here to something, to lid color, to the darker shade. I hope that makes sense. So if you have a palette with a color story like this, again, I'm not encouraging you to buy any of these palettes. You have to work with whatever you have. Okay, the point of this video is not to show you or not to recommend you products, but to teach you how to use your products. Okay, so the 2 shades that I can use for my transition is this one or this one. So I think I'm going to pick up this one because I've never used this. You could also pick up this one, anything which is on the lighter side. And now you just want to, so right now you can see this defined line. We have to make it look very diffused now. That's the point of doing this step. So very simple. All I'm going to do now is just soften that line with this color. That's all. So there we have the first level of eye makeup all complete. Now can you even tell that this is just first level? It was so easy, but it still looks very nice and blended because of the steps that we took in creating this eye look, right? I'm not going to include lashes in this one because again, you guys are beginners. I don't think you would be comfortable doing lashes. So one tip I will give you guys is, with your mascara, try doing the outward, well, this is also outward, so outward and sidewards wiggle, right? So don't do this. Of course that also looks nice, I'm not complaining, but because you're not going to use any lashes for this look, doing outward and sideward wiggle really helps. Just see the difference right now. What outward and sideward wiggle does is it kind of balances out the liner that you have done and makes it look really complete and nice. So I just finished this eye, my contour, my blush, and I'm back to show you guys a game-changing tip when it comes to doing your concealer after you have done your eyeshadow. Now two main important things that happens is, you know the kind of brightness you will be needing underneath your eyes depending on the eye look that you have done, number 1. Number 2, if you don't like the shape of the eye look that you have created, you could totally go ahead, clean it up, make it more lifted, make it more snatched, and all of those good things. So that's why I like doing my under eye concealer later when I am being very specific about my eye makeup, like today, right? So you could use again any favorite concealer of your choice. The one I'm using is Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Sand. It's a very nice highlighting concealer for me. So all you want to do is place the concealer here and here. So oops. So now, because I'm trying to clean this area or make it more chiseled, I've placed it here, and I'm going to do the same thing. I have nothing clean at the moment, so I'm just using whatever I can. Now that you have blended out the under eye concealer, you want to grab a brush like this. Again, a flat shader brush would be appropriate, but I don't have a clean one, so I'm using this one. This is also a flat brush, but it's not stiff as such. Now you guys can see instantly this eye looks super lifted. It looks very nice and tapered, like my eyebrow and my eye look is coming to one end, and that is something that I really like when I don't want to use lashes or anything. This eye look really does the job for me, you know, like I really feel confident. I don't feel the need to wear lashes. This eye look is just one of my best eye looks without lashes. So now that I'm happy with my eye shape, all you have to do is just finish off the lower lash line. Don't even think about complicating lower lash line, okay? I'll tell you one thing, if you want to keep it like this, totally do that. Sometimes I love a good eye look which is just top focused and top oriented, if that makes any sense. I sometimes even forget using eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I just finish off with mascara. You can skip if you want to, but all you want to do is just use your transition color and slightly darker color. Don't go with black altogether unless you are going for super smoky look. And use again a brush like this so you can be super close to your lower lash line, and just apply it in back and forth motion. So there you guys have it, level 1 makeup. It was so easy. If you don't want to do it the regular fashion from starting to transition, laid, and then doing the whole outer bajaz, totally do your own way, reverse engineer the steps. You just have to understand that the outcome should look nice and blended and actually smoky if this is the kind of look that you're going for. Okay, so let's proceed to level 2. We are just going to add certain things, maybe decrease certain things. Let's see what we do. So to me, the second level, or to take this a step forward, would be adding a little more depth on the outer corner and maybe adding a little more detail on the inner corner. So that's what we are going to do for the second level. So now what you want to do is you have to look for a color which is again not as dark as the black that you have used before, but dark enough. The shade is really important because that is what will determine how smoky your eye looks. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few examples. So for example, in this palette I would choose this color. If I was using this palette, then I would probably choose a mixture of this and this. And also your eye brush selection is also very important. So this time around I have chosen a brush like this. Now this is of course fluffy, but it is also tapered, so we can be extremely precise in, you know, placing the outer corner color, which is what we are going to do. So I think I'm just going to pick up this color from the Huda palette, and all you want to do is just start to place it on the outer corner. So how do you determine where you have to place it? It's very simple. Just place your brush right at the center of your eye and avoid placing it on the inner corner. Anywhere near this, just don't get this color. You want to place it on the outer corner. It's as simple as that. If you don't really understand deepening the crease or deepening the outer corner, that's what it means. You just have to place it over here. I know it looks a little bit harsh, but don't worry, we will blend it out once again. Now if you notice, it again looks a little bit weird. Why? Because the crease color right now is not deep enough to balance the outer corner color that we have just placed. I hope that makes sense, right? I mean, now it looks like my outer corner is dominating. That is not what we want. We have to make the eye look very balanced. So what you want to do now is, after you have placed the color on your outer corner, don't pick up any excess product on your brush, okay? Whatever is left on your brush, you want to go with that same color and start to apply that on your crease. Now another quick step that you should take is just to make it a little bit more seamless and just more effortless, go with the same crease color that you used earlier. Now another tip that I'll give you guys to make it more defined, I mean it already is super defined, but another thing that you can do is use a lighter lid shade. So something like this color, this over here called Glitzed, right? Yes. All I'm going to do is just apply this on the inner corner. Not sure if this is going to show up, but let's try. So the brush is not really doing the job, so I'm going to use my finger. Okay, so I'm back. I just added my magnetic lashes, and I mean, it definitely made a nice difference, right? I think it defined this eye look even more. So that's how you can take your simple smoky eye to a little bit more smokier smoky eye. You can, you know, do a lot of different things actually with detailing, but because this is a simple or beginner makeup tutorial, I'm just limiting it to this step. Now, to take this look a little bit further, to add more glitz and glam to it, you can now use liquid glitter eyeshadows, or you can use glitter from your palettes. It depends. Again, if you want to take it there, you can do it, and I'm going to show you how with already a created eye look. So I'm actually going to in fact use the Swiss Beauty metallic liquid eyeshadow, and my favorite has to be the shade Champagne. So I'm directly going to pick up from the wand and place it on the very inner corner, not inner corner, on the very center of my eyelid. And you can also of course use your finger and just try to blend it out a little bit more. Now, if you want to match your eye makeup with the dress that you're wearing, you can totally do that. You can either do a pop of inner corner highlight. I am not that daring, so what I like to do is I like to do that on my lower lash line, in fact. So I'm using a kajal pencil. This is from Sugar Cosmetic Coal of Honor in the shade True Blue, and I'm going to use it on my lower lash line. Now, to take this one step forward, I'm using jelly eyeshadow from Swiss Beauty again, and this is the blue shade from them, to smudge it on my lower lash line. I don't know how much of that is seen on camera, but the blue really looks beautiful in real life. I'm just going to quickly highlight my brow bone and the inner corner, and that's pretty much it for the level 3 of this beginner makeup tutorial. You guys saw how easy each of these steps were. If you're a beginner, it does not mean you have to limit yourself by just doing your base and lipstick and kajal. You just have to understand simplest ways of achieving the same look that you see on other people. It might look a little difficult, but it actually is not. I really hope that this video helped you out. It was very simple to go from level 1 to level 2 to level 3. And it's actually very practical as well. Let's say you're attending a wedding, you have done a very simple eye look for the daytime, but you don't have the time to take off everything and then redo your look for the nighttime. You can actually follow this tutorial or take away some of the steps or tips that I've shared with you, and you can use it in real life when, you know, situations like this arrive. But that's all for this video. If you liked it, then please give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know if you would want tips and tricks to do your base makeup or any other makeup part, application or anything. Let me know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye.